Oh, yes. Oh, guys. Yes, yes. Woo! What a day. What a day. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, yes. Okay, we're starting, guys. Another great day. Another great day. Oh, oh, here we go. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, here we go. Let's get ready, guys. Wow. Myron, what's going on? I see you, Myron. For real, family. I see you guys. Come on. Let's get it, baby. For real, real. For real, family. Oh, guys, for real, real. Yes. Let's get it, guys. Let's get started real quick in this one here. I want to get a quick start so the replay can come out and people can see what we're talking about. Here we go. Let's just jump through the hurdles now, guys. Okay, here we go, guys. I want to say God bless America. Jesus Christ is King. Praise the Lord. John 3:16. Let's get it. Let's get it. First thing I want to talk about, I saw a scene here. Marco Rubio versus Cory Booker. Oh, watch her now. What's going on? Oh, my gosh. Psalms. Got to write down. I'm familiar with Psalms 150. I remember writing that down before many times and reading it. I just have it's not on my mind right now though. Psalms 150. I'm definitely gonna get it, boy. I said let's turn this state red. Oh, you see my voter thing here? Yeah, I got voted, guys. Today's voter. I got my little thing in the mail. I mean, my text message saying they got my ballot. Yep. Let's turn it red, baby. Red, red, red. The Democratic tribe so often here. I like your icon. I see an icon difference for you there, Myron. It looks like some superhero. It makes me want to click on it. I see it. I'm gonna have to click on it in a minute. I'm gonna click on it now before I start. Darn it. Let me click on it real fast to see what it looks like. Okay. Oh, I see you there. You're like a superhero. I see you there, Myron. I see it right there. Okay. All right. I see the superhero going on. Okay. Myron Castell. I got you. Oh, here we go. And watch her now. What does it say? I'm losing keyframes already? I tell you, boy. I'm losing keyframes already. It just freaks me out. Okay, let's see what's going on. I'm going to keep it going. I'm not going to pay attention to it. I'm going to get disconnected. Okay, let's keep going, guys. Let's look at this. I want you to see this face-off that's going on. Here it goes right here, guys. I got Cory Booker versus Marco Rubio. They're trying to say what's going on. I'm going to play this and check this out. Here we go. I'm going to play it right now.
And now we're begging to get back into a deal that you all trashed in the first place.
There's no one begging. I don't
Clearly,
know.
this is
Senator Booker, your time's up.
But
Senator Rubio, since he's
I do want to address some of these
respond.
points because they go to the heart of the matter. No one's begging for anything here. The Iranians might be begging because their economy's losing hundreds of millions of dollars a day. That they are losing. Understand, Iran had street protests going on before all of this started. All of those factors, economic factors in Iran, are far worse today than they were 6 months ago when those protests were happening. They have hyperinflation. Their currency's completely devalued. They're struggling to make payroll for their government workers. Iran is in a very serious situation. And if it was up to the political class there, and I understand everybody there is sort of radical in some way, but if it was up to the people that actually like go to elections and wear the suits and you see on TV, they'd probably make a deal tomorrow. It's the issue they're facing is that the supreme leader and the IRGC core are a little bit more immune from those pressures until they can be convinced otherwise. And I think that's the direction that they're moving in, because the reality, I don't know where you're getting this perception that Iran is stronger. Iran has no navy left. They've lost a substantial percentage of their defense industrial base. That Iran has lost a substantial percentage of their missile launchers, and their economy is far worse today, and I mean far worse today than it was 6 to 9 months ago. And they are looking at hundreds of billions of dollars of reconstruction costs just to get to where they were 6 months ago.
Mr. Rubio, you keep telling.
Wow, Marco Rubio just checked Cory Booker. Oops, sorry about that. Just check Cory Booker. I said, oh my gosh. Yeah, I see. You said, yep, I made it on Chat GPT. I'm telling you, Chat GPT is a miracle worker, boy. I'm telling you, it saves so much time and energy. I tell you. Let's go down a memory lane. I see what the latest things are going on. The goal right now is to seem like I'm going to flip 2 a day. I'm trying to do 2 a day and see how it works out. I really want to go hard in the paint consistently. Oh, let me stop that right there. I really want to go hard in the paint right there. And today is Voters Day. What, June 2nd in California? Oh, there's some voting going on. Best to believe there's a lot of voting going on. Yep. So White House is actually live right now as well. They got something going on in the White House. Let me see here. Let me make sure I post that here. Where is it here? I'll let you see what I see. I'll let you see what I see. I'm gonna pop myself down right now. Here we go. You can see what I see right now. This is from the White House. I talked about this story last night here about this guy, this 66-year-old Orange County man who defrauded the United California with $270 million of Medicaid fraud going on. He has 8 bedrooms. He has 8 bedrooms and a mansion, game war from Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, there's tons of money there that's being found there of fraud going on. Look familiar? The White House, Dr. Oz. The White House, Dr. Oz. Does that look familiar? Let's see what's going on here. We got here. Don't miss it. It says here that CMS Administrator Dr. Oz briefs the press at 1 p.m. Oh, East Coast. It's on right now. It's one right now. That's why it says going live. Here, I'm gonna look at it. I just show you this confrontation here. This is live right here, guys. This is Secretary of State Marco Rubio shuts down Cory Booker. No one's begging for anything here. Iranians may be begging because their economy is losing hundreds of millions of dollars a day. He checked him. I showed you, and I started that off with that one right there. Let's see here. The great healthcare plan here. It says lower drug prices, lower insurance premiums, hold big insurance companies accountable. Massive price transparency. That's it, guys. That's all I want to do. I just want to let you get your source of your news from the real source right there from the White House, not make-believe stuff. They're always talking about it here. Here's another one here, guys. Another clip that happened earlier today. I'm going to make sure I get this one here as well. It says Secretary's, this right here's another one here. Let's listen. This one's a real short clip. White House posted this.
Well, thank you for having me here. There'll be a lot to talk about today. And I just want to remind everybody, our foreign policy is one that's solely focused on the national interest of the United States of America, on the defense of our country, both its military defense and our security, but also our economic security and the vibrancy of our economy, our sovereignty, and our future.
There we go right there here. Oh, and guys, President Marco Rubio is comfortable, very comfortable with going here. It says working families, tax cuts delivered largest share of tax relief of American families and workers, guys. Here's another stat right there for you right there. 97% of flyers receive a filers, people who file for their taxes. 97% of filers receive a tax cut this filing season. Americans claim $82 billion in individual relief. Tax relief was concentrated among Americans earning under $200,000, guys. That means that 97% of people who filed for their taxes this year had a cut. They got they got more money, or they owed a substantially less amount of money. And that's a fact there. It's not a myth. It's not belief. You can hear it. They can say what they want to say about this situation. But that's the fact. 97% on it. They can flip it any kind of way they want to. Seeing here. I guess, am I still on? Yeah, I'm still on. I'm only seeing, I wonder why I don't see that many comments. Maybe I'm on the thing again. I'll take a look at it later. It say hit the like button. Tell you what, definitely hit the like button here. Oh yeah. Also, guys, I just started not too long ago. It says welcome to For Real with Mike. Glad you're here. Join in. Obviously, jump in and join in conversation. This is live right now. I am live right now. Believe it or not, I'm live right now. I'm just going over the White House news and stuff here. I wonder, do I have it on, what you call it again here? Look at this right here. This is another one that happened earlier. I mean, last night also. This is actually the border czar, Tom Homan, talking about it on Fox News. How this is going, the real Tom Homan. You know, they got make believe, but this is the real Tom Homan here talking about he dispels false narratives from the destructive radical Democrats around the Delaney Hall facility. Take a look at listen to this.
But we got to remember what started all this. You got Democratic lawmakers on Memorial Day making false allegations about the facility, about the food, the medical care, hunger strikes. I went into that facility. I went to the medical. I went to outdoor recreation, indoor recreation. I even made a surprise visit this weekend and walked into the cafeteria and ate the same meal that the detainees around me were eating. And I made sure my tray equaled their tray. I had spaghetti and meat sauce. I had beans. I had green beans. I had bread and rolls. I had drinks. I had dessert. The food was good. It's all a false premise. There was never a hunger strike. The congressman said, "Oh, people are on hunger strike." No, they weren't. They may not be eating in the cafeteria, but what I found out, they're ordering food from the commissary and eating in their cells. So there wasn't an abuse. It's not inhumane conditions. I went to the entire facility. I ate the same meal they ate. That facility is well run, and the governor keeps saying she's going to keep raising hell if that facility shuts down. Well, I got news for the governor. That facility isn't going anywhere.
Damn.
We're going to enforce the law. We're going to detain people, and we're going to remove people. Matter of fact, a lot of the people in that facility, we couldn't release because they're mandatorily detained by federal statute. So we couldn't release them if we even wanted to. But we're not going to release any of them. Everybody in that facility I have ascertained is legally being detained. Legally being detained. Many of them, again, mandatory detention, many of them criminals.
Damn. Ooh, I like that. I really do. Let me see something real fast. Yeah, I like that. Okay, oh my gosh, that is pretty fascinating right there to find out. But it is what it is, guys. These guys like to lie to us. Let me pop up real quick, let you know I'm Royal here. Here we go, guys. Who am I? This is For Real with Mike. I am live right now. I'm telling you about showing you the latest things that's going on in the news today. I'm trying to, enough is enough. These people need to be in jail. I'm telling you, that's the reality of it. I'm going to check to see if I have it on mods only or something. I'm going to check to see if the chat is on mods. Oh, the live stream is back on moving better. Okay, here we go. I mean, the stream is stronger. Okay, here I'm going to take a look and make sure. Guys, you know, I really enjoy this, having live streams in the morning. I'm trying to think which one is better. I got to make sure if it's on. I'm going to make sure these live stream and see how do I have it on. Do I have it on? I have it for everyone. I have it on everyone mode. Sometimes I have it for participants, for mods or subscribers. I accidentally. It's on live. Yeah, it's the lives for everyone. Okay, I just want to make sure on that one here. Let's keep it going here. Also, I have some more news to talk about as well. Let me get here. It's so much stuff going on, guys. I found. Do I want to hear Dr. Oz? Let's see Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz. I used to watch his clips all the time. He had a lot of clips going on. I used to watch his clips and stuff. Oh, it hasn't started yet. I don't know if you can see that. It hasn't started yet. It hasn't started. Buster, that's a load of crap. Why would I know Buster would say something out of bounds? I can blow my whistle every time I see Buster's name on there. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Here we go here. Let's see here. If he had a whistle for politics, well, he'll be blowing it all the time. Out of bounds. Going this way. What happened? What happened? It's wrong. It's a load of crap. It's just totally wrong. Let's see here. That Buster's is in the comments, guys. He's like the pessimistic friend, you know, which is fine. You know, it kind of like, you know, it balances out. I try to see his side just for a second or two. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Good afternoon, everybody.
There we go.
It's like I'm talking to a classroom. I've got a couple of announcements, then love to take some questions for you. When the president came in for this term, he commented on how challenging it had been to deal with the affordability crisis in pharmaceutical medications, often commenting on the fact that he'd been able to reduce the price by 1/8 of 1% at one point in the first administration. And he thought that was a massive achievement because it's usually just skyrocketing. And it's an important issue for a lot of folks in America because almost 1 in 3 Americans, when they go to a pharmacy to pick up a medication that their doctors prescribe for them, leaves empty-handed because they can't afford the medication, especially for branded products. And part of the reason for this, it's unknown to a lot of Americans, but is well recognized by the president and this administration, is that our drug prices are about 3 times higher on average than the same drugs made in the same facilities in the same American factories oftentimes than they are charging patients overseas in Europe, Asia, and other parts of the world. It's global freeloading. It's wrong. The president demanded that we change it, and as most of you know, we spent much of last year negotiating with the 17 largest pharmaceutical companies that drive over 80% of the entire business in branded pharmaceuticals, and every single one of them agreed to a most favored nation drug pricing strategy, which simply stated means that these medications, especially going into the future, will be priced at the same amount as the rest of the world. It doesn't mean price fixing. We're not telling pharmaceutical companies what to charge. We're saying to them, whatever you charge us, you got to charge the other folks, which means we might be able to help you overseas to get better pricing so that you can make up some of the losses that you'll experience here. And the Council of Economic Advisors estimated that the benefit of the president's negotiated program is about $600 billion over the next 10 years, $600 billion of savings. The question then becomes, how do you actually get that savings to the American people? And we work together with some wonderful folks, Joe Jebbia and Korstein, who have been building the TrumpRx.gov site. And I've got an announcement that today we are adding 160 more drugs to this site. Now, the site already has 700 or so or 600 or so drugs, so it's going to take it over 750 total. But that is an important number for other reasons. It means that 4 out of 5 medications that are picked up by Americans going into that same drugstore that I mentioned earlier now have the opportunity to double check that the price they're getting in that drugstore or wherever they're buying it from is the best price out there. So it's a transparency site. It gives everybody the ability to make important decisions about medications they're purchasing with full knowledge of what the cost of those medications are. And that's important because transparency drives cost-effective changes in how we procure and consume products. You would never buy a car without knowing the cost of the car. Some of these medications cost what a car costs. And so these are important assets for the American people to have. I'll put some numbers on this. In the 2 weeks since we did the last event with the president on this topic, we're now up to about 12 million unique visitors to the site. Estimated savings are about $500 million, and again, climbing rapidly as more Americans learn about the program. And it is our great hope and belief that the average American, before they make a purchasing decision for a pharmaceutical product, will start using TrumpRx.gov as a standard, as a baseline, to take advantage of something that's been given to you. Again, there's no money made from this site. The government does not charge money to people using this site. It's an opportunity for you to be empowered. That stated, I want to add to that one additional insight that some of you would like to hear, which is that starting on July 1st, the patients beneficiaries on Medicare who are eligible for GLP products, the weight loss products that the president speaks of frequently, will be allowed to obtain those products for $50 a month. Now, the list price, as you know, for a lot of these drugs is well over $1,000 a month. We've been working hard to push down on these prices to make sure that these medications, which can be life-changing and even life savings because of their impact on weight loss and downstream complications like diabetes and hypertension and all the things that they cause, like kidney failure and heart disease and strokes and dementia, even cancers, all those risk factors are going to be mitigated, we believe, if these medications are used correctly. And so when doctors prescribe them, Medicare beneficiaries will be able to obtain them for $50 a month. And we are hopeful that over the next few years, we will show an actual savings to the American taxpayer if these medications are used correctly and appropriately and consistently, so folks get the weight loss they desire with the downstream benefits that I mentioned earlier. I also want to touch briefly on the crushing of fraud, waste, and abuse made possible by the Vice President's Anti-Fraud Task Force. The White House task force has been aggressively going after an all-of-government approach. I'll speak personally as the person charged with the Medicare and Medicaid services. When we identify, by looking at the data, which we have plenty of, that there's an aberrancy in how these bills are coming into us, so there might be fraud there, it's incredibly empowering for us to quickly call the Office of Inspector General or the FBI, the Department of Justice, and to have Todd Blanche call back and say, here's what we're going to do about what you just observed, or call Scott Bessent at Treasury and say, We need forensic accounting. Something is going on here. Where are they hiding the money? And I want to emphasize that this is sophisticated work because our opponents are extraordinarily sophisticated in their attacks on our system. They just need to have a Medicare beneficiary number or some other ID, which is basically a credit card, and they can begin charging against the federal tax dollars that go into Medicare and Medicaid. That's one of the reasons we're seeing such high amounts of fraud in different parts of the country, and we believe there are organized criminal groups behind some of these endeavors. So I wanted to walk you through a couple of these examples because our goal is to stop the money from ever leaving the building. That is the best way to protect the American taxpayer. As you know, we were in Minnesota last week, where the largest autism takedown occurred. A mother and a daughter, adult daughter, were accused of tens of millions of dollars of theft. Just to put this in perspective, the reason these are so important is if you defraud the system, you don't just take money out of the system. People steal your money. The money from our most vulnerable Americans are going to steal their health. They'll steal their life. And that's what we have been seeing in some of these takedowns. Unfortunately, when these events don't happen in a timely fashion, you lose the whole program. So in Minnesota, the state itself stopped non-emergency medical transportation, which is when you need someone to take you to the doctor's appointment. They cut the whole program. It's gone. It's finished because they could not deal with the fraud. It went from an estimated $1 million a year. How much can it cost to take a car to a doctor's office to over $100 million a year? So they killed the program. And that, of course, we believe, because it doesn't provide the kind of care we desire for our fellow Americans, can be problematic. We don't want that to happen in other endeavors as well. So we've been working with the state of Minnesota. We're not happy with some of the things we've been encountering as we look at their receipts on the services they provided, which is why we deferred $350 million to the state of Minnesota, and we're waiting to hear feedback from them. Other states have also been problematic. California comes to mind, where we've made several trips of late. 1/3 of all of the hospice in the entire country. And hospice is a precious, beautiful program built in the 80s to take care of people with dignity in the last months of their life. Classically, someone has metastatic cancer. They're going to die. It's going to happen in a few months. You give up your Medicare, because why would you want Medicare? You don't need all those things. Take hospice instead. But that trade has risks with it if you don't actually have a lethal problem. And when 1/3 of all the hospices in the entire country are in Los Angeles, not even California, and Los Angeles, that creates issues. First of all, it's not plausible, but it also means someone's been ignoring the problem. And in fact, there was a call 4 years ago by the state auditor in California to address these problems. It was not managed. So our agency has now suspended payments to 850, almost half of all the hospices in California now have been suspended, but they're no longer being paid. And we're going to keep aggressively going at this problem, because when we go after hospice in California, guess what happens? Hospice in Nevada went up 7-fold. Hospice in Arizona, hospice in Texas, they've all gone up. These scoundrels run to other areas. I just learned this morning, now they're infiltrating the home healthcare space in California, which is equally a problem, because now they're taking advantage of a different sector of the population, this time Medicaid, but using nefarious techniques and technologies to do that as well. And again, these are organized criminal syndicates, we believe, in many instances. And that's why being a personal care service attendant, which is, again, doing something that your family would normally do for you, carrying groceries upstairs, driving you somewhere, that job is now by twofold the most common job in California, and it's the most common job in New York. Again, this defies belief that you can get that much growth in single sectors, but these are well-paid jobs that have become now ubiquitously available. There's not been strong guardrails. The last administration did not think that this was an important endpoint. The endpoint was enrolling people and getting people onto these different programs, and that has led to a tremendous opportunity for corrupting the system, and that's what we're witnessing. With that in mind, there's lots we can do to fix these problems. We've been aggressively going after states, red and blue. We wrote a letter to Florida. The difference, by the way, was Florida responded by saying, we know we have a problem. We're going to double down. We want a moratorium on all of our durable medical equipment suppliers. And why? Because there are twice as many durable medical equipment suppliers in South Florida than McDonald's. Again, not really possible unless you're looking the other way. We're not looking the other way. We're aggressively taking on these challenges. And I'm going to reemphasize something that I'm hoping everyone appreciates. But if you're defrauding our most vulnerable citizens in America, do not walk away from this threat. Run away from us, because we're coming after you.
Wow.
All right. Give me 1 second. I was actually given a cheat sheet, which you all know I got. Shelby, the new media. Take it away.
I actually wanted to ask about that nationwide moratorium. Industry groups are really concerned about growth and employment getting hurt if that moratorium expands beyond 6 months. Would you rule out an extension of that moratorium, or do you expect that it's going to be expanded?
I'm not going to rule out an extension. We have been talking to industry groups about these moratoriums. In fact, just as for everybody watching, all of you as well, we benefit from whistleblowers. Our most important whistleblowers have been members of industry who know the game, know how you can cheat it if you're unethical, and they point out to us when these problems occur. So we do not want to hurt the folks who are earnestly involved in hospice, in durable medical equipment suppliers, personal care services. They're good people in these businesses, but we're going to slow down the growth of these sectors till we can get our arms around the problem, because it is of massive magnitude to us. When we go to, let's go over here. Go ahead.
Dr. Oz, thank you so much. Kara Castronova from Lindell TV with two important questions that the American people voted for and care deeply about. Many Americans fear our future administration could reinstate COVID-era vaccine mandates through Medicare and Medicaid funding. Would you support and create reforms to prevent that from happening again? What can you do during your remaining time at CMS to ensure Americans are never forced to choose between their jobs and a forced vaccination?
Well, the president talked about this a bit on Friday with an executive order that desires to provide states with better science to be able to make educated decisions. It is an embarrassment that during COVID we allowed ideology and fear to dictate healthcare policy. Many clinicians at the time couldn't understand where these ideas were coming from. It certainly soured the American people on the trust that their government had historically had in recommending public policy efforts. The president argues, and he's right, and Secretary Kennedy strongly believes we need gold standard science. We need that science to be able to help families make better decisions for themselves, and state governments, because these are state-driven issues usually, especially mandates, to make those decisions more wisely. If we can do this in the right way, it will be very empowering, because who loves children the most? Their parents. No matter what we might say, they're the ones who need to have the information. They should have the ability to make the wisest choices for their kids, not based in fear, but based in science. Stephen.
One more nursing home stuff, Dr. Oz, if you don't mind.
Let me go one at a time. If you ask multiple questions, I'm only going to answer one anyway, so we'll come back. I promise. I talk quickly. Go ahead.
Dr. Oz, thank you. And I actually have two, but we'll see what you like.
I'll answer one. Pick one.
Well, the first is on most favored nations, the policy. I was hoping that you could explain why the administration thinks it's important to pass legislation codifying these deals. Is the fear that a future president might walk away? And what do you make of the congressional pushback? And also on my tragedy derived from Kratom, President Trump has expressed interest. Can you describe the debate within the administration on that?
Let me answer the first one, because there's not a big debate on the second one. The reality around the most favored nation drug pricing is the president has dealt with the entire problem for this administration. But these contracts expire after this administration is done. So like so many things the president's trying to do, he's trying to set it up for the next administration so that they don't have to fight the same battle. Now, it's going to be difficult for pharmaceutical companies to pull back. But we still believe it makes sense for Congress to codify what we've been able to achieve, because it's been so helpful. Think about the $600 billion of savings to the average American over the next 10 years. It's just a massive number that they voluntarily sort of gave back because the president went after them and said, you got to deal with this problem. And by the way, when we knocked on the door of these pharmaceutical company leaders, you know what they said? We knew one day you'd come for us. They weren't surprised. They knew that this couldn't continue. So the president wants Congress, which I know has a lot on his plate, but there are ongoing discussions around the great health care plan. Just last week, the Workforce Committee pushed something out that is going to be on PBM reform, pharmacy benefits management companies are the middlemen that often are involved between the insurance companies and the pharmaceutical companies. So there's other parts of the legislation moving forward. But just to remind you, the great health care plan is codifying most favored nation drug pricing so it lasts for decades into the future, as we believe it should. This is all forward-looking, doesn't hurt these companies today, just make sure America is protected in the future. We want plain English insurance policies so you can actually understand the document that you're being given. We want transparency so when you go to a hospital, to a doctor's office, that you actually know what you're getting. Guys, as a doctor, when I prescribe something for you, I often don't know what it's going to cost you to pick up what I just told you to get. These are things that are fixable, and the pharmacy benefits is another part of this. Let's go to, I'm going to back, Daily Wire, Mary.
Thank you, Dr. Oz. Right over here. Thank you. My colleague Luke Rosiak just reported, and he's done a lot on this, His investigations into Medicaid fraud and home health have repeatedly brought him to foreign-born healthcare operators. Is CMS tracking what percentage of home health recipients are refugees or foreign-born, and why are foreigners using these programs at such higher rates than foreigners?
Well, we are tracking illegal immigrants taking advantage of all healthcare plans. We've already recouped, or we've actually told California they owe us $2 billion. We've got half of it back already. I'm confident we'll get the rest because they have state-based programs that we don't have a lot of visibility into, but because of the Working Families Tax Cut legislation and other rulemaking, we are no longer allowing foreign folks who are here illegally to benefit from these programs. And just to put it in context, in California, if you're on Medi-Cal, the Medicaid program in California, until this administration, you got full dental and full vision benefits. Now, I'm for those benefits. I like them, but we don't give that to Medicare patients. And so we should at least be equitable, and all of us together should decide what we are going to do as a nation. So if we as a country decide we're going to go in one direction, you can't have states splintering off if they're going to spend the other people's money. The fraud, for example, that I'm talking about and the use of money for illegal immigrants, the people who pay that bill when it, for example, the largesse of California allows folks to get benefits that the rest of the country doesn't think is appropriate for illegal immigrants or home health care providers, that money's paid by folks who are taxpayers in New Mexico, which is a blue state, and Mississippi, a red state. So this is not partisan. Everybody is taxed extra and has to put more into the kitty because some states are doing things that we don't think as a country, well, we would like to have happen. That's why this administration has been so dogged in this issue and why the president has been so aggressive. Go ahead, Mary.
On Ebola, if Kenya does end up blocking the U.S. quarantine facility there, and it seems like they might since the Kenyan courts are delaying it, where will Americans who have been exposed end up going? And then why can't they just come to the United States? I mean, I think you would probably agree that the U.S. has pretty good health care here. So where will they go, and why not to the U.S.?
Jennifer, the main issue with having a facility close to the Democratic Republic of the Congo is if a patient is sick. Again, I'll speak as a heart doctor. I want to take the patient to the OR that's right next door to the room they're sick in, not to the building next to them or to 3 buildings 2 blocks away, because that time is precious to us. You have a golden hour in many of these instances around trauma, but for illnesses, it's also relatively short. So we are confident, and the State Department's working on this diligently, that they're going to be able to work out something with Kenya. There has already been a fair amount of communication around this issue. We have and that's by the way, there's a UK base there. We have other people who might be willing to welcome us, and we have our German colleagues as well. So there's many places we can send folks, but sending them across the world, especially when we're not sure what's going on with them, is probably not the wisest move. In red, take it away.
Thank you so much. Alina Shirazi from the Daily Mail. This is the 4th checkup that the president has had. He's supposed to have 1 a year. He's had several CT heart scans. What are the doctors looking for? And second question, I think you might like this one better. Who has been your favorite cabinet secretary so far to do the briefings at the podium?
That may not be my favorite question. That might, I mean, they're all obviously different. I think Scott Besant's dry humor is fabulous. Marco is just an earnestly funny person. We can tell all kinds of stories about Marco's entertaining commentary. I think JD was spectacular. You know, he's just very on his game, understands the issues, and he understands the American people, which is, I appreciated his presentation so much. And I did watch them all, by the way, just to prepare. I'm a doctor. I try to do my homework. I prep for the case. The first issue was about Ebola. No,
about President Trump's
examinations.
He's had 4 already. The president's supposed to have 1 a year.
Yeah. So I actually have talked to the president about what he's sent to all of you. And I think it's just a routine, regular exam. You remember I had the president on my show 10 years ago, and he also presented records. And at the time, I was stunned at how well he was doing, because so many of these numbers naturally over time will start going in the wrong direction. But if you look at these records, they're spectacular. You know, his cholesterol, his blood pressure, all the numbers are starting in excellent parameters. His ability, and listen, I work with him frequently. Many of you get to see him almost every day. That amount of energy and that amount of mental acuity does not exist in a vacuum. You have to have a vessel to carry it. And the president has a unique ability to just keep going at all hours of the day with remarkable strength. Let's go. Right behind you.
So the administration has been stressing reshoring manufacturing. Pharmaceutical manufacturing is part of that. From those announcements of those 17 pharmaceutical companies, what's the timeline that we could see those projects come to fruition? Is it summer? Is it end of this year?
Well, these companies are already making investments in America. Some are ongoing, some have announced. I went to a ribbon cutting in one in Charlottesville recently. And so there's a lot of investment coming to America. But think about what you would do if you're a pharma executive. If you're a pharma executive and America's open for business and we're trying to support innovation, saving people from, cancer, autoimmune problems, dementia, all these different, you want to be where the action is. So these companies are coming here. It's actually a brain drain from Europe in particular, but other parts of the world as well, of companies who want to come here. So it's not just that we're already going, it's going to get bigger and bigger and louder. No, the jobs are starting when the first time you hire someone to build a plan for you, we have a job. If you're asking for people with picks and helmets, that's also coming quickly. But again, I've been to facilities that are already under construction, so they're starting, and and the president and I visited a facility in Cincinnati a few months ago that, again, they already have the facility, they're already running the facility, they're making additional investments to upgrade their program. Yes, ma'am.
Guys, thank you so much. I know this isn't your wheelhouse, but you are speaking on behalf of the White House today. Can you respond to any of the criticism from Republicans on President Trump's decision to tap Bill Pulte, who has no known intelligence experience, as acting DNI?
Well, I think Bill is a great guy. I know him socially. I've not worked with him in his current job, but I do trust the president's judgment. He is a very sharp, quick study of people, their emotional abilities, and their ability to persevere in the face of hardship. So I have confidence in his decision. Yes, ma'am.
Back on Ebola, given the World Cup coming up and millions of visitors coming to the United States, on the U.S. preparation for this, who is in charge of proactive surveillance measures, and what type of surveillance will the United States be doing for visitors coming in? Will that be expanded beyond the DRC, Uganda, and Sudan? Can you describe what is in place, knowing this influx of people coming soon?
So Jay Bhattacharya, who I spoke to this morning, who is our brilliant leader of the NIH, but also CDC now, is running this program. He's got a lot of help from Dr. Heidi Overton and many others at the White House. So it's a well-constructed game plan. They aggressively got into, and they're funding now, a lot of the treatments that are being offered in the DRC and the Kenya facilities, just an extra way for us to take folks who are Americans who need help. But we have very purposefully put up testing tools and mechanisms at the major airports that people will be traveling through. I have great confidence in Jay's ability. He's a brilliant scientist and knows a lot about viruses. He wrote one of the most important papers really describing the true reality of what was happening during COVID early in the pandemic. It got him in the hot water because it was not convenient to hear it, but he's a brave man who will make the right decisions and be transparent about them. In pink.
Just back to the question about Bill Pulte. Congressional statute says any appointee for the position of the Director of National Intelligence shall have extensive national security expertise. What extensive national security expertise does he have?
Ma'am, you're asking me a question that's out of my lane. I'm so focused on making sure Americans are healthy that I have not been looking at what other agencies. Yes. And the edge, go ahead.
Dr. Oz.
Yellow tie, go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Okay. That was fun. Dr. Oz, just now you said that it should be surprising to people that personal care service attendant is the now by twofold the most common job in California and the most common job in New York. The U.S. healthcare industry has been growing rapidly, 7 to 8% annually. It's an estimated $5.3 trillion in growth. Healthcare accounts for about 18% of GDP. Why should people be surprised that in two of the most populous states in the country, a healthcare-related job like that would be a common job when it is, again, one of the fastest growing and continuously growing industries in the U.S.? I mean, what's going on here?
The primary difference between paying for a hernia operation and paying someone to be a personal care service is the reason it's concerning to us. If you're having a hernia operation, you have a scar. So I know you got something, and you have a doctor who is licensed, and you had it done in a facility that's also credentialed and has been inspected. When you get personal care services, it's an unlicensed person in an unmonitored setting promising they did something. That's a lot of handshakes and, finger crossing and hoping that it worked out okay. This is a problem that has been growing for years. It's just gotten now to a crisis mode. It is just difficult to imagine that it's twice as many jobs as anything else. It's not that healthcare jobs aren't important. Of course they are. But if we put guardrails around these programs, we'll allow them to thrive. I'm here because I love Medicaid. The president has already said he loves and cherishes Medicaid and Medicare. Medicaid in particular is the ultimate payer of last resort. We cannot allow these programs to be defrauded into a turmoil that they cannot pull up from. And so if we love these programs, we'll make the difficult decisions. Let me pivot from that just to describe what came out yesterday, which is the work requirement rule that our agency, and Dan Brillman and Caprice Knapp did a fantastic job writing this, dealt with a lot of states. But as you know, in the Working Families Tax Cut legislation, which I believe saved Medicaid. And the reason I say that is our actuarials told us we would be spending $5.4 trillion more dollars for this program over the next decade if we didn't deal with some of the legalized money laundering that was siphoning money out of the program. Part of the reason that this is so attractive to states is they could take money in ways that it was not designed to be used, paying people along the way so they didn't have to pay for it themselves. I get it. I understand why the governors did it, but it didn't align the president with the governors. With that law, we also had a work requirement rule. Now, what was that? The work requirement was based on concepts that date back from when Bill Clinton was president with the temporary assistance for needy families. When the Democratic administration said the fraud is getting so bad, the abuse so big in these programs, we need to clean them up. We need to get people to try to work. It's a path to prosperity. I hope you share this belief, that we're put on this earth with agency to change our future, change the country's future, make the planet a better place. We're put here to make a difference. But if you're sitting at home, which is true for the millions of people who are able-bodied on Medicaid, on average, you're spending 6.1 hours watching television or just hanging around. That's not why you're here. So as a path to prosperity, Congress very wisely said, let's get you back into the workforce. Let's require you to get free healthcare coverage, to be able to work for 20 hours a week, or volunteer to make up the difference if you haven't worked 20 hours, or get an education. Just participate. And so that rule came out. It's I think, beautifully written effort to try to define for our nation what your part of the puzzle is. Because if you are going to get something that of value from the American people, there should be some obligation, if you're able to. If you're not able to, if you're disabled, if you're, and one of the categories that are well defined in general, not able to work, it's different. But if you can work, you should get up and work again, because that's historically how it always was. In 1965, when Medicaid was created, that was the deal. There were 11 million people in the program. We perverted that. Yes, sir.
Doctor, thank you. Since you're here speaking on behalf of the administration, part of the reason we're asking about the president's decision to appoint Bill Pulte to be the head of national intelligence is it's been 4 hours and we've been asking the White House why he's qualified to do so. You're a heart surgeon or a heart doctor?
Yeah.
Would you recommend a patient go see someone who isn't?
You're asking the question with the premise that Bill Pulte is not qualified. I don't know anything about his situation, and I appreciate you want an answer. I'm not going to be the one giving it to you. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. This is Elizabeth with the Daily Signal. What are you doing, first of all, to remove any illegal immigrants who are still receiving Medicaid from the program? You mentioned earlier that's something you've been working on. And then secondly, Medicaid reimbursement for Planned Parenthood will resume July 4th unless Congress acts to extend the One Big Beautiful Bill. As CMS Administrator, what's your message to Congress on that?
On the illegal immigrant side, I'll take one question at a time, if you don't mind. Just a lot of folks. We have, because we now can do it, a very straightforward way for the 44 states that don't have state-based Medicaid plans for us to be able to audit if the people that we're paying for are citizens or not. In the state-based plans, like I mentioned in California, and there's a few other states, Colorado, Washington, et cetera, Illinois, they have their own plans. So we have to now audit their plans. This is a challenge. And that's why before I came here, I met with a bunch of Medicaid directors from many states, red and blue, and they want us to help rebuild the tech infrastructure of Medicaid in this country. Imagine 50 balkanized programs. You spend $20 billion a year $20 billion for tech infrastructure, and we're not getting our money's worth. So we're putting $200 million more because the Working Families Tax Cut legislation. We've negotiated, Dan Brillman did $600 million of in-kind contributions from the vendors to be able to get the work requirement done in an effective way. But I think it's the first step of a much larger national opportunity to fix how data flows. And one bit on this, Medicare's billing system, which many of your relatives are using, was a 1979 era COBOL-based system. I don't even have engineers who know how to use that system. And so if you're going to really use cloud-based tools, if you want to use technology to help Americans connect better with the healthcare system, you have to update them. The president has been supportive of this, so we are upgrading the system. And my hope is that we can use the tech transformation tools of this government to bring people to work with us from the private sector. And every major tech company is a partner of ours. Now we're pledging 700. Yes, go ahead.
Hey, I just wanted to follow up on her question behind me. If the president's in such perfect health, why does he keep going back in for checkups?
I think he likes the results. He does really well. He aces the test every single day. And I do actually believe that he is curious to make sure everything is going in the right direction. He's a very meticulous person in so many ways that are often underappreciated. But for him to want to know all the numbers and keep on top of them, it's the same reason he calls people at odd hours, because something's on his mind and he wants to deal with it. Yes, in purple.
I wanted to ask about the UFC fight here at the White House next week. The president recently invested in the parent company of UFC. Is it a conflict of interest for him to be promoting this event while he's invested in UFC's parent company?
I don't think the president sits at the Oval Office and makes individual investment decisions, but I don't know about that issue. But knowing him, I suspect someone else is making those decisions for him. But wait, go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Oz. The Obamacare subsidies expired earlier this year. What negative consequences have you seen, and do you see any policy adjustments that need to be made?
Let's talk about Obamacare. Let's take a step back. 2015, 16, 17, 18, 2020, there were 9 million people on Obamacare. 9 million. Today, it's more than 20 million. Like, what happened? What happened was we completely took the guardrails off. And I know this because I'm working in the agency that actually was told to take the guardrails off. And because there wasn't an earnest desire to keep track of whether you're appropriately on it or not, but more importantly, just get the number to where we all feel good about ourselves, we had massive increases of people joining the program. We believe that 35% roughly of the people that are using the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare exchanges, because they've never used the program once, they've never filed a claim, may not be legit. And that actual number may translate to, I don't know, 5-6 million people we could be paying premiums for because they don't have to contribute anything. So they don't even know they're getting it. These are people who have Medicaid. And someone, often a broker, dishonestly enrolling them on in an Affordable Care Act. Or they're in 2 states at once getting full insurance paid for by us in multiple states at once. So we have evaluated these numbers. They're extremely concerning. There's a very strong effort by us. We actually made a rule 2 weeks ago that starts the process. We had tried to do this when we first came into office. A court enjoined us. They did not feel we'd followed appropriate APA guidelines, government guidelines. And so we redid it and now went back out again. But if you care about the ACA, then you'll want us to take the fraud out. And let me just take a step back. If we want you to go back to work on Medicaid, what's going to happen? You're going to start making money. As you make money, you're going to make enough money. You get above the poverty level. You're going to want to buy an Affordable Care Act product. Or private industry, commercial insurers are going to start using it. That's a good thing. We're getting America back up. They're getting into work, getting them into the stratosphere, building prosperity. So we want these programs to work together. But if you've got millions of people, literally, who are getting insurance that they don't want, they don't even know they have it, and we're all paying for it, that's tens of billions of dollars we're throwing away. That increases premiums for everybody. It drives affordability down. We're not going to tolerate it anymore. Sir in the back, in the beard. Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rose. We are happy to see you. I'm sorry, I will ask 2 questions because I'm Turkish
No,
American.
only one question. It doesn't matter. One question.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you, the Turkish president, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and American president has a good relations. And there's a report they are going to meet in Turkey and United States game in Los Angeles. Have you heard about it? And also there's a NATO summit in Turkey in July. So you're Turkish American. I don't know. Do you have any idea? Are you going to join? And what you're thinking about Erdogan and Trump relations?
I have no idea about these meetings. I've not been invited to anything. I suspect I won't be invited to everything because I've got a lot of work to do here. I'll give it right there. Go ahead. Good. Yes.
Jordan Conrad's from Gateway Pundit. Back to the illegal aliens on Medicare and Medicaid. Last October, you announced that you had found over $1 billion in federal tax dollars going to illegal aliens. How much has that amount increased as of today? And, it's kind of like fish in a barrel. Are these people being referred to immigration for prosecution and deportation?
The number has doubled from what I said last year. We're about $2 billion. The good news is that many states realize this is a problem and they themselves have stopped doing this. Listen, it's the same basic story again and again. We as a nation make a decision because we're one people. Individual states have to take that decision and use it to the best of their ability. Some states don't do as good a job as other states. That's why we're looking to individual states for leadership, for better ideas to deal with many of these social problems that unfortunately begin to pile up over time, and they threaten the very foundation of our social net that supports all of us. That's why this matters so much. If you quiz the vice president, he grew up in an environment where he saw people abuse this. I know that's the case of people who are in the task force right now, the anti-fraud White House task force. So there's a passion about this, and for good reason. I mean, the president calls the vice president Elliot Ness. He wants him, he likes the fact that he's taking this seriously, he's going at it, and he's doing what's best for the American people by making some tough decisions. One last question, take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Oz. Back to Bill Pulte, but with the national security angle. The president has pushed very hard to renew FISA, Section 702. It expires in 10 days, just ahead of the World Cup. And there's this heightened threat environment with the war in the Middle East. We've heard all these intel agencies talk about the threat environment these days and how people can be very concerned about it. On Capitol Hill, you've had lawmakers today raising concern about Bill Pulte, and on the Democrat side, questioning his ability to carry out that role fairly and not weaponize it. What can you say about to allay their concerns? And can you also answer a question that was posed by Susan Collins about whether Pulte has a security clearance himself?
I don't know anything more about Bill Pulte than you do. I did not think that would be one of the questions that would even come up here. I hadn't even heard the news when I walked out. Okay, let me leave you with. We have one last question, but I do want. Okay, go ahead, ask me. I'll come to you. I have a GOP question. What's your question?
Do you have any medical advice for the Americans out there that are suffering from a very serious ailment called Trump derangement syndrome?
I am concerned about folks who have focused their entire life energy on dislike of the president. It's disheartening to see people lost in that way, but it's treating stupid is really hard, and it becomes a real problem. And these folks are off. The GLP-1s.
One question on GLP. Thank you very much.
Let me just answer because I'm out of time. And
very quick one. Are Americans getting real deal medication, brand name like Wegovy, Ozempic, or it will be generic on Trump RX at $50 monthly rate?
The Trump RX product is the real deal, the true API, the pharmaceutical product that's made by the two major providers right now, which are Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly. There are other companies coming into the space. We have these products that are given by these companies as part of this deal. So we like to use the real product to be able to satisfy the needs of the American consumer. It's the brand. It's a brand name. Last question from the middle. Go. Last question. Take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Oz. So Kenya basically has stopped, has asked U.S. not to build the quarantine facility there. And the people, the responders from here who are supposed to go there, do you think the Trump administration's policy of not allowing people who are exposed, Americans who are exposed to the virus, come back to the U.S. will dissuade these responders from going there?
No, I think we're going to work out with Secretary Rubio's leadership a very favorable arrangement with Kenya. I've been to Kenya. It's a beautiful country, very sophisticated people. They're going to do the right thing for everybody, and I think it's a perfect solution. I thank you very much for letting me participate. God bless you all. Take care.
Microplastics.
Thank you.
Wow, that was real, guys. That was very real. Dr. Oz talked about a lot of things, guys. Hey, you know what? He said 1/3 of all hospice care is in Los Angeles County. 1/3 of hospice care is in Los Angeles County alone. You know darn well you've been fooled been fooled by the Democratic Party. I see people talking in here saying he's a snake oil salesman. He's not a real doctor. Apparently, you don't understand. He has his bachelor's degree from Harvard University. He has his MD and MBA from University of Pennsylvania, which is an Ivy League school as well. This man has had several patents in the medical field. This guy understands the heart better than you can imagine. And you're going to say Dr. Oz is not real. He's a real doctor and he's practiced medicine as well. This guy has several patents. Like I said, he knows what he's talking about. The problem is the Democratic Party got you swimming around in the mountain like you know what's going on better than these politicians do. You need to figure out who's on the right side. You need to figure out who's the real bootlicker and the sucker in this game. It's not me, buddy. It's you supporting the Democratic Party. And all I'm trying to do is open your eyes. I am your modern day Morpheus. Oh, thank you there. I appreciate that for subscribing. I am your modern day Morpheus. You have a red pill or a blue pill. Take the red pill so you can open your eyes, Neo. To open your eyes. And this is what the Democratic Party is selling you on. Nonsense. This is what they do. They give you these tears. It's like tears for fears going on here over and over again. Tears and thunder and lightning. Oh, this thunder and lightning. And you're buying it. You're being sold. You've been hoodwinked. Oh my gosh. And that's all you're doing. You're seeing it. And all these Democrats are just crumbling. They don't know what's right and what's wrong. They don't know what's just and what is unjust. Because the Democrats have lied to you. They're saying what's right is wrong and wrong is right. I've been saying this over and over again. The Democratic Party has sold you lies. And you've taken it hook and sinker. With Obama coming in his second term, ushering in the LGBT. Oh, he just ushered in. You took it like bait. It's wrong. It's unjust. It's unmoral. And you just took it and just said, oh, you know what? Everybody should have everything. Everything should be right. And everything should be just. No. Open your eyes to the reality of what's going on here. I am live right now. I just have it going back in the background here. Let me just make sure I get back to here and go back to it is so sad that time and time again, I'm hearing people in the comments saying totally nonsense. It is literally, this boggles my mind how it hasn't making any sense at all, but yet they think what they're saying is right and just. What do you do? What do you do when someone says, well, what about Trump derangement syndrome? What would you say to people who have Trump derangement syndrome? He said it's a serious case is going on here. People have a serious problem. What's going on, Brian Reddy? I see you, Brian Reddy. Vice Mac, I'm telling you here, I'm starting to analyze and see what's going on here. The black people in the United States of America has been fooled and hoodwinked by what's going on. And they calling me the bootlicker. They calling me the Uncle Tom. They calling me the nonsense what's going on. They've been suckered. They've been suckered to acting ignorant and calling it a race card every time they see something. You know what? Who's the biggest sucker is you if you're supporting the Democratic Party and over again. They're lying to you. They straight up look in the camera, so I don't have to answer that question, and then they go racist. And it works every time. Oh my gosh, you've been had and hoodwinked. You know why I know this? Because there's a guy named Graham Planner. That's right, Graham Planner is in Maine. He's in Maine, state Maine. And he's there in Maine, and he's there straight out racist, homophobic. He's all the things the Democratic Party say they hate. And yet they're in a rock and a hard place. And guess what? They still got him on the ballot. They still got him there. I told me right there. If they're lying to themselves. They're lying to themselves. Who's Graham Planner? Yo, you need to look him up if you don't know. Graham Planner's in Maine, and he is the epitome of what you say the Republican Party is, and yet they won't let him go. You know why? Because it's lies. And who's the biggest sucker out there who's calling me? Well, now I'm calling out facts. Thank you, Reddy. Brian Reddy knows I'm calling out straight facts. That's who the bootlickers are, the Democratic Party. That's right. If you're black and you still on that plantation, it's real for you. You've been suckered. You've been hoodwinked. And Patricia Jones, you can say what you want. You are the straight out sucker that's going on in this. If you don't realize what's going on here, you are 100% wrong in this. I want you to watch me for a while and see the videos and clips I show and see the nonsense and the ghetto behavior. That's where I'm calling it out. It's craziness going on and you're still riding on it unless you want a free ride. That's the only way I can see it, and you want nonsense and chaos and all the negative and unjust things that happen in this society. And that's facts. Who am I again, guys? I'm For Real with Mike. I'm For Real with Mike, baby. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll show you the way. I'm your modern day Morpheus. And you can be Neo. You can be Neo or Trinity. If you're the girl, you're a woman, you can be the Trinity. And all I want to do is show you the light. Show you the light that you're missing on this whole thing. You think you want to be all just and right? Well, then get on the right side. Get on law and order. That's right. They damn sure have some winners in the midterms. I'm telling you, the winners are horrible. Over and over again. I got my voter thing. Do you vote? Do you vote? A lot of these people don't even vote. Patricia Jones, you calling me names, you probably didn't vote. So why am I talking to you anyway? You want to vote, but you don't even know who to vote for. Half these people, majority of these people don't even vote. Hard right. Oh my gosh. Mike, I see the sticker on your shoulder. Oh my gosh. Hard right. What's going on, guys? This was made by Hard Right, guys. For Real with Mike. Oh, I gotta play it. Oh, did I say it? I did say it. I gotta play it. Hard Right has hit the building. Hard Right. Who loves the flag? Hard Right. Yeah, who's ready to fight? Hard Right. Real talk all night. Hard Right. It's Hard Right. Oh my gosh, Hard Right's in the building, guys. I think I have Patricia Jones has responded. Sounds like you are the sucker. He took away your voting rights. Thank you for subscribing, Caesar. I see you there, John Caesar. What's going on? Your civil rights. Patricia, you're lost. You're lost, girl. You're lost, woman. You're lost. You have been lost. Here we go, Michael. I see you there. Both sides, Mike. Go rogue. Hold our government on, on any color accountable. Yeah, okay, all right, I see that, Mike. I feel that. Here we go. It says, Patricia Jones says, I always vote. Oak uncle? Yeah, right. Call me what you want. All right, we have our fingers crossed in California. The country's watching. That's right. We're watching now. Listen, the okie doke is gonna be really hard. Like Trump said, it's gonna be charged. It's gonna be really hard in California now. They're thinking about it right now. We can't. What are we gonna do with the machines now? We can't flip it now. Oh, I don't know what we should do. It might be too big to rig. It might be too big to rig. Because guess what now? The Republic, everybody's watching the Democrats in California now. They're watching with their good eye. Even in Los Angeles, Los Angeles for the mayor. They're watching like this. Okay. They're watching like Republicans now. Wait a minute. Now, we know that this girl, Karen Bass, nobody likes her. Everyone's coming out. She can't get the majority. What we going to do? What we going to do? I don't know. Oh, my gosh. I don't know what we should do. I don't know what to do, but guess what? I know what's going on right here. We got a bunch of donkeys in this building here. We got donkeys everywhere. That's what the Democratic Party are. You know what they are, don't you? That's their logo there. It's a donkey. And this is what it looks like and sounds like. That's right. That's what they're doing right there. The Democratic Party. Here they go. That's what's going on with the Democratic Party right now. And they can cry you a river over and over again. And I had somebody in the comments says, yes, they got some horrible selections for that midterm elections coming up. It is horrible. And over again, it's like, cry me a river. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. And the thunder and lightning coming around. Oh my gosh, what we gonna do? I don't know. I don't know what we do. We can't rig it. It's too big to rig. It's too big to rig, damn it. It's too big to rig. It's too big to rig. Oh my gosh. Richard Thomas. Oh my gosh. Richard Thomas. I hope you're paid. I hope you're paid. I hope you're paid. Oh my gosh. All the haters are up in the morning. Haters are up. Okay, we're on the East Coast. Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, we're up in the noon. Oh my gosh, look at all that rain coming down. Tears of Democratic tears over and over again. Dude sounds like he's still middle school. Oh, I know where I am, but where are you though? I know what I am, but what are you? Talking about middle school. You the one that's leaving comments in the chat that's negative. Who are you, dude? Oh my gosh, dude sounds like you want a little attention here from me. And I'm gonna give it to you here, Richard. Richard, dude sounds like he's in the middle school. Oh my gosh. I see some more stuff going in here. Do you think the Republicans withhold the rights of the Constitution? Oh my gosh. Here we go. Guys, this is what's going on with the Democratic Party. I mean, this is going on in the chat right now. Oh, let me get my fire going. Come on, fire. Come on, fire. Come on, fire. Light up, fire. Right up. There you go. Kind of slow loading up these days. I tell you. Let me line this sucker up. There we go. This is what the chat is doing with the Democratic Party right there. Oh, our Trump administration is just cooking right now. Y'all don't know what to do right now. Straight up, this cooking over and over again, guys. And I'm gonna tell you some stuff. I'm gonna show you some stuff, and then I'll probably be back on, guys. I will be back on. So hit the subscribe button. I will be back on East Coast time. I think I'm gonna be on like 9, a little bit later, maybe a little bit later, maybe earlier, maybe 8, 9. Just subscribe, guys. Here, I got some more stuff to show you though, by the way. Let me say, it says, do attack the chat, Michael. Laughing out loud. Yes, guess it said, just answer the questions. He said, you said do attack the chat or don't attack the chat, Buster. You know you're my pessimistic friend here. Let's see what we got here. Patricia Jones, you lost, girl. You lost. You totally lost. You need to go to the metrics here. You need to wake up. Wake up. The only thing I can tell you is that you like somebody to dictate what you want to know. Here we go. I got Poet King here. Might talk about the military integration. Here we go. It says we got something else. Got who pays the tariffs? Who pays the tariffs? I got some more stuff here. Bad. Thank you. Bad has hit the building. I got Bad that has hit the building. Thank you, Bad. Liberals are going to be pissed when they find out they got replaced by illegal immigrants. Oh my gosh. Got another good one here. That's a good one there, Bad. I tell you what, Bad. That was a very good one there. I'm gonna read that one again. I gotta look for my little light bulb there. That was an answer, and that was a great answer there. There we go. I found the light bulb. There we go, right there. Bad. One more time. Liberals are going to lose. They're going to be pissed when they find out they got played and replaced by the illegal immigrants. Hard Right says, I got Byron Reddy says, Patricia, do you do some actual research? The KKK has been Democrats. Oh my gosh, another one, another great answer there. Patricia, look at that. Look, do some research, Patricia. Come on. And I like that name too for multiple reasons. Hard Right says here, Bad. I don't know if they are smart enough to figure that one out. Figure that out at all. Well said, Hard Right. I don't understand it either. Listen. I can show them videos after videos, and if I show them a really good one, they go, but. I'm like, what the hell is this but about? Oh my gosh, let's get into some stuff here. I'm gonna show get some more comments and stuff. Not comments, some stories here. It's charged with trampoline. It says no. It says Rubio testifies. No. Spencer Bratt. Oh, Spencer Bratt. Should I do Spencer Bratt? I should, because Spencer Pratt is actually today's the day, guys. One of the days. You know, if no one gets 50%, then they have to do a runoff. It says here, Trump urges California voters to for student home. Let's see here. Trump administration restores Lincoln Memorial. Rubio confirms. Let's see, Marco Rubio, 3 women charged in March. Trampoline, Mark. Let's see. No. Let's see. Let me go here. Let's go with Spencer Pratt since he's just carving up. Spencer Pratt is carving up everybody here. Should I do Spencer Pratt? Yeah, we can do a little bit here. We're just going to just touch up on Spencer Pratt real fast here. Let me just go up and let you see this, what's going on with Spencer Pratt here. Okay, let's play this right here, and then we're going to take a look into it. Check this out.
Race here in LA, it's exploded with interest as former reality TV star Spencer Pratt has gained popularity and millions in donations. Democratic Mayor Karen Bass fighting to keep her job. The third top-tier candidate is Progressive Councilwoman Nithya Raman.
I think we know how reality stars make it when they are in government, and what's going on is not the best picture.
No matter how much I am attacked with these lies that have nothing to do with my heart and my spirit, I just want people to feel safe.
I'm used to being underestimated, but I know that the message that we're running on resonates with people.
And we are heading to polling locations. We will keep you guys updated throughout the day. Back to you, New York.
All right. Thanks so much, Matt. And
race here in LA, it's exploded.
Okay, we got that one out the way. Let's see there. That's right, guys. Pratt is an independent. He's a registered independent, but he sounds like a Republican. He sounds like a Republican, but he's a registered independent. I said, oh, Spencer Pratt is smarter than I thought. I said, yep. He said, well, the R might not work, but I'm doing this. I'm swinging this independent well. He sounds like a Republican with a lot of common sense. Oh, my God. Spencer Pratt, let's hope that they can, they done burn a few things going on here. Let's see here. We got another one here going on. Let's see about the mayor and other stuff in California.
California headed to the polls today, and this could be epic. 2 matchups getting national attention. That race for Los Angeles mayor seeing some big momentum for Spencer Pratt. Many voters there angry at the current Democrat mayor, Karen Bass, who failed to clean up rampant homelessness and fentanyl-ridden streets. I'm Harris Faulkner. You are in the Faulkner Focus. Upstart candidate Pratt exploding in popularity. He's making a competitive run to lead the nation's second largest city.
Yes.
And he's calling for some common sense solutions to problems that have long plagued LA, which include the homelessness I just mentioned, drug addiction, and so much more. A Washington Post writer characterized it as, quote, breathtaking squalor, and adds to that the Palisades fire. Voters in California.
Wow, we got some more stuff here. I'm gonna go back to the White House. That's when the fires were going on here. This nonsense here. Oh, that's the homelessness too. This crazy stuff. Can't make this stuff up. You said, well, what happened to it? What happened? And then she wants to just slowly, I'm going to get rid of homelessness by 2026. That's what Mayor Bass said. By 2026, no homelessness in sight. Look at that. I think she almost doubled it. She definitely didn't lower it. So, I thought it was harder than I thought. Then why say these things? You didn't put a dent in it. Oh, man. I think if anything, she they just move them around. They clean up one spot, then they show up in another spot. They clean up in another spot, and they show up in another spot. I said, oh, well, that wasn't smart, was it, Karen? I could have told you that. If you don't have a place for them, they're gonna just find another place. I'm telling you, Karen Bass is like, wow, the logic is not that far. Spencer Pratt has literally, his ads are phenomenal. I'm gonna look up Spencer Pratt, one of his ads. His ads are phenomenal. Early on he was using copyright music. He realized that people can't share it with copyright music. So he turned around and then they start using non-copyright music. Now people don't have to worry about having copyright issues at all. He has a lot of ads going on. Let me see here. Here's one ad right here, and his ads hit so hard that Karen Bass has not responded with anything logical. And guess what? They're all AI ads. That's the future, guys. I hate to tell you, but AI ads are here to stay. Oh my gosh, it's here to stay you can say what you want, but it's here to stay. Okay, make sure I'm just trying to get everything squared up some better so you can see it better. Okay, here we go. I think I might have to make it a little bit smaller so you can see the whole thing. Okay, here we go. Check these ads out. We're gonna go through a lot of Spencer Brat's ads because this is the future. AI is here to stay. Let me pop up for a second, let you know, guys.
Hard,
hey guys.
right?
Oh, I got a lot of
Who
stuff
loves
playing.
the flag?
Got all this stuff
Hard,
playing.
right?
Oh my gosh, I gotta turn this stuff off. I got the fire going too. Okay, here we go. Hey guys, I'm For Real with Mike, guys. I'm going to go through most of the Spencer Pratt ads. Believe it or not, this is the way politicians are going to be fighting in the future. California, LA, Hollywood, they have all these AI ads that has reached a lot of people on social media. And Karen Bass cannot even fight him correctly. And he's using facts with images. Facts with images that are staying imprinted in the mind. The same things that hurted Massey. They hurt Massey. They were facts, but they were yet in the minds and showing things like holding hands. I don't like it in a sense because he never held. I don't think he ever held Omar's hand, but they had him holding the hand and going into a room like they were having like some kind of thing going on. But it leaves these prints in your mind, subliminal prints in your mind. So we're going to go through most of these Spencer Bratts because this is the future, how they're going to battle. AI is here to stay unless they make some laws against it. And a lot of politicians are starting to watch this. They're watching it. And they start using it for everything now. Anyway, enough talking. Let's go into a lot of Spencer Bratts ads because they are real. They are real and they hit hard. They make you smile. They make you, if you live in LA, you start saying, these are facts. These are real. As a person, not even as a Democrat or Republican, as a person, you saying stuff, they tax the hell out of us. If you've been here longer than, I know I've been here for a very long, over 30, 35 years. So listen, they have taxed so many ways possible. And none of it happened to come true. None of it come true. None of it. They tax everything, gas, property, any kind of tax you think of, sales tax. They have taxed you every way they thought about taxing you. And nothing gets done. It just gets worse. Anyway, let's take a look at this here. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you for the jewels, BTK1213. Oh my gosh, the gold coins. Thank you for the gold coins, Jules. Okay, here we go. All right. And let's go ahead and hit them right there. I'm going to go through these because this is the future, guys. This is the future. This is the game. Somebody's calling. I don't have the video. I don't have the phone on. The phone is not on. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't have the phone on. Here we go. Let's talk about it. Here we go. Check it. Look.
Spencer Pratt says no one in their right mind would vote for Karen Bass. Well, Spencer's wrong.
I'm voting for Karen Bass because I want to keep injecting in public parks.
I'm voting for Karen Bass because I like it here.
I'm voting for Karen Bass because I'll be damned if I go back to jail.
I'm voting for Karen Bass because I have a Polymarket bet that the Palisades won't be rebuilt before 2030.
I'm voting for Karen Bass because the more homeless people there are, the more money my nonprofit can raise to fight homelessness.
I'm voting for Karen Bass because my parents support Spencer Pratt and I have unresolved daddy issues.
Vote Karen Bass. She works for us.
Can you believe that? That was an ad for Spencer Pratt. At the end, it shows it right there. Let me see. I'm going to play it right here so you can see it. At the end.
Vote Karen Bass.
At the end, it says vote Spencer Pratt. But there's totally AI and it's killed the game right there. And it's all the things that people think. What are you doing? Fentanyl all over the place, drugs everywhere. What's going on? Homelessness has not been solved at all unless you're involved in this. Here's another AI one for Spencer Pratt. Take a look at this one here.
Honey, we need to talk. We saw the things you've been searching online. Spencer Pratt? Really?
In this house, we don't believe in Spencer Pratt. He's MAGA.
What about Spencer Pratt is MAGA?
You know those streets downtown? The ones that are full of piss and shit and homeless people? He wants to clean them up.
And those neighborhoods that burned down? The Palisades? Malibu? He wants to rebuild them.
You know how people inject heroin in front of children at the park? He wants to stop that.
And that's MAGA?
Yes. It's a very dangerous ideology.
Yeah, that's right, guys. That's another ad from Spencer Pratt. Here's another one here for Spencer Pratt. Let's see, that's a homemade. Here's another one here. Let's take a look at this one here, guys.
This mayor race is really heating up. Who you guys voting for? Haven't decided? Same, haven't really been following it. Same. Same? Same. I'm not MAGA or anything. But the city's kind of gone to shit though, right? Oh yeah. Jessica stepped on a needle at the playground the other day. I'm not MAGA or anything though. I'm not MAGA or anything, but have you been downtown lately? Looks like an episode of The Walking Dead. Not that I'm MAGA or anything though. Spencer Pratt seems like he has some good ideas. Not that I'm MAGA or anything. He does seem really angry all the time though. Well, they did burn his house down. Also, apparently he's staying at the Bel Air Hotel, not the trailer on his property. Well, yeah. They burned his house down. Okay, we're all adults here. How about on 3, we just say who we're voting for? 1, 2, 3. Spencer Pratt. Yeah. Spencer Pratt. Spencer Pratt. Can you imagine if our wives knew?
We're all voting for Spencer Pratt, right? Of course. Obviously. I wish I could vote like yesterday.
Wow, that ad is torture. Imagine you battling. Oh, sorry, here I am right here. Imagine you battling something and you can't stop it. Wow, imagine the AI is hitting the hearts and hitting the tune of a song that's like, show me the river. The Democratic Party is crying over and over again. I got some more to show you guys. Spencer Pratt. I mean, I don't like it. I really don't. I really don't like it because the sense of, I don't know. It's all, what do you think? I don't know. What do you think about it? I don't know. I have mixed emotions. That one right there wasn't too bad. But some of them are getting really, really, really dirty and horrible. That right there wasn't too bad. That was like a softball. I mean, that was literally like a softball here. But the Democratic Party, man, I'm telling you, this is what they're doing. We got to stop AI. We can't stop it. Why? Because we wanted it this as bad as they wanted it. We got to stop it. How are we going to do this? Oh my gosh. What are we going to do? They're playing us. It's more drama. I got some more to show you though, guys. I got more to show you. Watch these. Oh my gosh. This is just crazy. Here we go again, guys. This gets worse here. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna show that one. Let me see here. This right here is an ad. Everything that Spencer Pratt is just knocking out the box. I'm trying to find these other ad. Here we go. This is the most popular one. One of the most popular ones. Let's take a look at this one here. This is one that's copyright. This is one that I think it has copyright on there. I think he's doing the tune from Fresh Prince of Bel Air. And I noticed that he got away from getting stuff that's copyright infringement. I said, oh my gosh, these people want us to share it. Take a listen to this one. Watch this one. This is Spencer Pratt again with an AI ad. I can't make this stuff up. Yep, it's gonna be it's gonna be copyright. I don't know if I want to show it. Nope, not gonna show it. It's too many of them. Here's another one here, an AI ad. Check this one out. Here we go. This one here is not copyrighted.
Daddy!
You were in a coma. 3 years. MacArthur Park, right? Where are all the needles and homeless people?
The mayor fixed it.
Wait, isn't this downtown? Where are all the tents? The piss and the shit and the criminal drug addicts?
The mayor fixed it.
They rebuilt the Palisades? How?
The mayor fixed it.
Wow. Karen Bass really turned the city around.
Karen Bass isn't the mayor anymore, honey.
Who's the mayor?
Spencer Pratt.
Damn. I'm telling you guys, they're changing the game up. I did that ad already here. This guy has totally listen to this one. I want to show the bat one, but it's copyrighted.
They want you quiet, they want you scared.
That's copyrighted too. This right here is just someone did it on their own. People got Lego ones as well. I don't think this is Spencer. Let me see if this is the one.
Karen Bass is on.
Yeah, that's someone doing it. Okay, this one here I like so much, but it's copyrighted.
Called Los Angeles.
Oh, no. This one's not copyrighted. Here's another one here. This one here is not copyrighted here. Whoever is making the ads for Spencer Pratt is a genius. That's what someone said for this one in the comments here. It says, whoever making the ads is a genius. They're speaking the song, the words of what people are saying in their homes, and when they communicate with each other in their neighborhoods. Listen to this one here. A mom is reading a book to their daughter in their beds. Who has, well, you're in LA, guys, and everyone wants to be a star, but AI is taking over. All you gotta do is put the prompt in and they make it for you. Apparently, you just tell them what you want, what type of room, what type of characters you want, and they'll make it for you, guys. Woo! I tell you what, being an actress is going to be rare these days pretty soon. They're going to have an AI actress eventually. Here we go, guys. Take a look at this one here.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful city called Los Angeles. But then a scary monster the kids called Basura took over the town. She did all sorts of bad things.
Like what?
She let all the drug addicts take over the parks. So no kids had a place to play.
Then she let them hurt the puppies. She let them do drugs in front of schools, so none of the kids were safe.
Wow.
While she was partying far, far away, she let the city burn to the ground. That's when everyone said enough is enough. One by one, all the mommies decided it was time to fix things. Remember, there's nothing more powerful than an angry mommy.
Did the mommy save the puppies?
All the mommies came together and kicked the monster out of town, and she never came back.
Wow.
And all the puppies were safe. The end.
Tell you, boy, this AI stuff is getting good. LA is worth saving. Vote Pratt. Oh, they're doing it and knocking it out the box. Knocking out the box, guys, over and over again. I think I did this one right here. I think this is one of the last one. Listen here, guys. The person here says that these Spencer Pratt videos are better than 99.9% of the political consultant ads. He does it again. Check this one out.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, please.
My daughter. She's sick. Spencer Pratt is the common sense choice for Los Angeles. Just look around. The city is a mess and our leaders have failed us. Homelessness, crime, drugs, everything is worse under Karen Bass.
This is bad. She's caught the Pratt. How did this happen?
We restrict her media diet. New York Times, MSNBC, NPR, maybe CNN if we're feeling frisky. Something must have slipped through.
Does she know anyone at all, who thinks for themselves?
I don't know. I don't think so. What is this?
It starts with a mild cough. And then, next thing you know, you hate seeing homeless drug addicts inject near kids. It's very contagious. I'm going to prescribe 4 doses of NPR every hour on the hour, 2 doses of the New York Times, and 5 doses of the LA Times.
Why was Karen Bass in Ghana while the city was burning?
6 doses. 6 doses of the LA Times. We'll have to hold her in quarantine with the others for a few days. It's protocol.
I'm telling you, what hell of an ad. What a heck of an ad. Oh my gosh, there's so many different types people are going on. So that's pretty much all of them that I can play that I'm familiar with. Okay, this right here, this could be another one independently done. But it's so many of them, guys. There's so many of them. People say, you know what, I'm going to make my own Spencer Pratt ad. And it's just spreading over and over again. Let me stop here and pop up real fast here, guys. I will be live again, guys. I hit my limit. 90 minutes is the tops here, guys. Anything that, if you haven't subscribed, you haven't hit the like button, guys. Who am I? I'm For Real with Mike, baby. I am For Real with Mike. Let me hit the music here. Oh, first, guys, you see this right here? It says For Real with Mike, guys. Oh, I just thought about it. From Hard Right.
Hard Right. Who loves the flag? Hard Right. Yeah, who's ready to fight? Hard Right. Real talk all night. Hard Right. It's Hard Right.
Oh my gosh, Hard Right, Hard Right. I can't wait to see how Megan has MAGA reacts to seeing the type of ads against his endorsed candidates. Wow, it's a good point here. Boldly, probably, does furries. Yeah, does furries. I got you there, Brian Ready. I see you there. Hard Right says here, I heard the Dems say a vote for Bass in Black Power. Imagine if a white guy said that about Pratt. Yeah, I tell you right. You know what? I'm tired of this stuff here. You know what, black people, we need to get off that stuff. Over and over again, I get tired of that stuff and see the nonsense of tearing up stuff and acting ignorant. Democrats are hypocrites. Facts, facts, facts. Here we go, guys. I'm just calling it out. Just balls and strikes. You step on the line, it's an out here. Here we go. Here, let's just keep it going here, guys. Over and over again. Let me play my music here. Let's get it going here, guys. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's right, guys. I see you in the comments. Let me get in the comments so you can see your own comments. Okay. Oh, let me play the music again here. See, I got the music. Nope. I'm gonna see the comments here. I don't see any comments coming through now. They'll come in a second here. Let's see if the comments come through. I tell you guys. Let me give it a second to come through. They'll come through. I'll make sure I'm gonna bring the music over here to the other. I'm gonna import it to this scene. Stop. Copy. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. I'm gonna have to just activate it. Okay, I clicked on it. Sometimes if I just click on it, it'll start working. Oh, I see the ads. I just saw this, but there they go. They're starting to come up now. The ads are starting to come up. I mean, not the ads, the comments. Let's see what these comments here say here. It says here, poor liberals that live in the gated communities are flipping on Pratt's going to win by telling the truth like Trump did. Well, censors about it, what's going on here. It says here, oh my gosh, commie losers here. Fabian here says, why that matters? Still got paper spray stinging on his. It says, your little socialist eyes. Here's the tissue. Wow, Rally, I see you there. That's what you're supposed to do, Mike. Oh my gosh. Here we go. We protest bulls stuff. Pepper spray. Oh, Brian needs a diaper change. Wow, here we go. Here, facts. Facts. Face it, loser. Here we go. I got Mike here. Mike saying here, not me, but another Mike. No one said you can't be overkill waters. What? You can't. But the overkill waters is down where people just don't care anymore. Mike, you lost me on that one. Pepper spray. Hard Right says, woohoo! I laugh about that. Also, Buster. Oh my gosh, I gotta say something. Roof, roof. That's for baby turtlefish. Roof, roof. Baby turtlefish here. I hear you. Awesome reading the comments. Oh my gosh. I see you there. Oh, I want to say here, someone prove to me that MAGA isn't the most sensitive group on the planet. I got here. I see Riley doing there. Poet King says here, nah, this is weird now. Oh, nah. Oh my gosh, you see what's going on here. Somali parrots. Oh my gosh, I can't say the beginning of that out there, but the Somali pirates. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? I see it. It says, no, hard to beat Democrats' policies. All I have to do is look around you and point it out. Brian Reddy says here, I saw you in New Jersey protesting. Oh, you saw him there, Fabian. Okay, he says here, they let you out of jail already? They let you out of jail already? I think you got out of jail here. Oh my gosh, I see you there, censor. And it says, imagine, oh my God, standing, oh my, I ain't gonna say that. Here we go again here. Mike saying here, find a chat where the Democrats aren't crying about something. Even when they're in power, they're complaining. Hard Right says here, this the rally here, well, we tend to ignore most of your hater comments. Oh my gosh, John says, just a matter of time till the America Republic see the true, see through, the left's fantasy world. They're starting to see it. Dumb. And see, Democrats are spelled. Oh yeah, it's definitely hiding comments is a real strong. I don't know about hiding comments. I'm just letting it flow, guys. Gay loves the case. Oh my God, it's proof. I don't know about that. Buster says here's news just dropped that Nick Shirley was a paid plant by the White House. He was a paid plant. Oh, that sounds like what's his name? Cat Williams. A plant is just a plant. That's what it is. It's played. It's planted. Okay, here we go. Here. All right. I'm from California. I see what. Oh, the music stopped. Should I let it roll again? Should I roll again? Do the chat again? Let me see what's going. It says here, how do you spell dumb? Oh, no, it says here. Nick, I see there. Brian Reddy says, bald head, no one's hiding your comments. We just enjoy making fun of you. I see there. What else you, what's this? I'm not sure. Surely to accept. Oh, I can't say that word either. Oh my gosh, I see here. Censor still on and wants another commie to burn his house down. Oh my gosh, guys. Ooh. Yes, we're winning here, guys. Trump administration is winning here. Oh, I see you there, Freeman here. It says, why did the RNC always shutting down Grindr? I know one thing. If you don't know Graham Planner, I want to know what the heck is Keek or something here going on. Quoting Katie's bit on while being a plant is wow. That is I know. Quoting Cass bit was being a plant as well. I know it. A plant. Cat Williams. I know Cat Williams. Yeah, President. What is a plant? A plant is what it's supposed to be. A plant. That's what they do. They grow roots and stuff. Someone put them there. I'm trying to tell you. That's what a plant is. Here we go. Let's see here. Riley, I see who's going on. John here says Riley says here. Oh yeah, I see he's from California. Damn, bro, so sorry for you. Do you plan to escape? Oh, I see it. Baby turtle fist. I said eating sushi with China. I mean sushi with China. I'm sorry. I see why they give Iran information and money. Roof, roof. Baby turtlefish. Roof, roof. He knows what it means. Oh my gosh. Omaha. Here we go. Here we got it here. It has this. Is that how you feel? Censor says here going up. I'm running behind the chat now. CIA. I can't say that right there. It says here, often is here. Okay. None of that stuff. I got Mike here saying Democrats are so busy hating Trump, they forgot they need someone in 2028. We're hating on Trump so much, we need somebody. We don't have anybody. Nobody that wants to run. Fourth largest economy in the world. Oh, you talking about California? I'm not sure you're talking about. Listen, I know people's fleeing the place here and they tax the heck out of us. Here we go here. True lack of self-awareness. Woo-wee. Oh my gosh, is that balding? Hey, well, Rogers, you're balding. What, balding Shaggy? I picture you with a bald head with hair going around like a clown. Here we go here. I got here, Brian Reddy says here, with the most debt. Awesome observation here. I see baby turtlefish. Trump derangement syndrome is front. Is a front. What's coming in 2028? Stephen A. Smith and a Nick Irvin. Woo! Yes, guys. Yes, we're staying. Oh, I guess the song just rolls over after a while. I guess it repeats itself. I'm like, damn, like, this song hasn't stopped yet. Bro, I got more hair than you. Well, I'm just going on what you got there. Hey, bro, I got more hair than you, bro. I'm taller than you, bro. Bro, I'm so much better than you, bro. Really, I am. Oh, right when I said the music stopped, it stopped. Okay, I think it's 7 minutes last time I chat. Guys, let me pop back up again. I got in the chat. That's what I do, guys. I got back in the chat. Let me get back up. Here I am. I'm the real guy. I'm a real person. This is live right now. Who am I? This is For Real with Mike. Damn it. Darn it. I would love for you to hit that like button, guys. And you know what? When I do this right here, hey, listen, guys, no one's giving anything or anything. So I really appreciate it if you just hit the like button and subscribe. That means a lot to me. Also, we can have conversations and I can show you stuff. Well, yeah, conversations with just me talking. Let's see here. Where is it? I cannot find the like button. I found it earlier. Or maybe, I had it on the other one. Okay, guys, so let me get up out of here because it's past the 90-minute mark and I want to stay strict on that one there. YouTube really just not going to, do any much more. Here we go here, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, guys. Here we go. I got to read Baby Turtlefish comment. It says, he has more hair than my Doberman picture. Thank you there for the jewels. I appreciate the jewels. Oh my gosh, I appreciate the jewels. I really do. Fabian. Let's see. Where's my clap or bell here? I think I saw it earlier. I gotta see the bell. I'll do the bell. There you go. I appreciate that, guys. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe. This is a great opportunity to do that. I used to have a little thing to come up to let you know when you subscribe. Okay, guys, but you know what? Have a good one, Boom, we about to get up out of here. Here we go. Make sure I got all these things on. Make sure I got to turn them off. Okay, here we go here. So here we go, guys. God bless America. Jesus Christ is King. Praise the Lord. John 3:16. John 3:16.